Good bodies and good riding crew. That will make it happen for sure. Hey, I'm Chad Otterstrom. We're here at Breckenridge, Colorado. And I'm going to teach you how to do backside airs in the half pipe. The first thing you got to do to learn a backside air is learn how to drop into the half pipe. You come winging around here, hook your heels into the transition, pump for speed. And right here's the flat bottom. You can do whatever you want, you know, change your music on your iPod and stuff, whatever. So you're like heeling along here. And then as you start to go here, you start to lean back a little bit. So when you're at the top of the wall, you're like this, and then you can pop out, or you don't really pop. I guess you start to pump and you just ride to the top. The vert should throw you straight up in the air. You don't have to worry about jumping at all. And faster you go, the higher you go. It's good times. Yeah, when you're riding up the wall, you actually shouldn't pop. You pump up the wall, like when you stay low here, and as you go up the wall, you slowly kind of stand up, and that'll generate speed towards the top of the wall. And as you get to the top, you should just like not have to pop at all. The vertical in the half pipe should send you straight up in the air. Starting off with, for grabs, you should probably, do an indie grab, melon grab. After you do a melon grab, do it, like start tweaking it, do methods. Get creative, grab wherever you want, you know. Re-entry, you're just up in the air, you know, you're looking down, having a good time. And, you let go of your grab, obviously, and then you put it down on your toes. If you land with your knees bent and tight to the wall, then you can pump out, and like when you stand up as you're coming down, you'll generate speed to the next wall. And then do the same thing in the next wall, you know, you just ride across the flat bottom on your toes. Try to keep as clean and straight of an edge as you can. Another thing about half pipe, it's very important to have forward lead. Like an example is this right here. And the more forward lean you got, the more control you're gonna have on your heels, because you're gonna have to do less work with your legs, and the binding will do more work for you. Yeah, as far as learning backside airs, don't bring it to the super pipe right away. Go to the mini park. Like if you're at Breckenridge, you can go over to Peak 9. They have a mini pipe that's really, really fun, and you can learn in that, and then you slowly take it over to here. But definitely don't come to this pipe right away.
This is Daryl Mathis. We're here at Big Bear, and I'm going to go ahead and teach you how to do the front side tail press, or 5-0. The first step, you should be able just to do a 50-50 on a box, rail, whatever you can do it on. And what you want to do is pretty much just ollie, how you would do just a 50-50. And you don't want to ollie too much. You just want to have just the right enough speed, so when you come up, you're just gonna just lay it down perfectly. Because if you're up too high, you're just gonna tap, and that's just not the right way to do it. So just make sure you come at it at a decent amount of speed, and just put all that weight, just bang it out. Make sure your shoulders are parallel with the rail, and then that should lead you all the way to the very end. The key way, and to make it look legit, is just make sure you just hold it the whole way through and just put all that pressure on your back foot, and that should help you keep the tail press or the 5-0 up all the way through the rail. The best way to learn this trick is to just maybe go to like a flat box, and kind of just like almost just a ride on. So when you get on it, you can just get that feeling of just having all that weight on your back foot, so you can keep it up like a tail press. Just make sure you can just do like good clean 50-50s, and like just get used to just putting that weight on your back foot, and you should definitely be able to do this trick.
What up? I'm Josh Sherman, and today I'm going to teach you how to do a back lip on a C-box right here. When riding into the C-box, you're going to want to keep pretty straight. When you get to the lip, you're going to want to pop off of your tail, turn your board sideways. And once you're sideways and you hit the C-box, you're going to want to get more in your front foot and remain pretty flat-based, so not to get on your heel edge or your toe edge too much. Once you're flat-based, bend your knees and start riding with it still on your front foot. You're going to want to keep your head looking down, but also out of the corner of your eye, be looking at the coping of the rail so you can see see where you're going as you're riding through the C-box. As you're riding through flat base, you want to maintain your board right in this area so you can come through all the way. So now you've reached the end of the box. You're still flat base, your knees are bent, and at this point, the binding is still right over the front foot and in the middle of the box. Once you get to the end, you want to keep your head still looking down so you can see where you're going to pop off. And then right here, right as you're coming along here, you're going to want to pop, and you're going to want to transition your arms like this. So once you pop off, you move your arms to bring your whole body around. So your shoulders are moving right, your head's moving right, and that'll make your entire body rotate. So once you have the shoulder rotation and the body rotation right here, you pop off, causing your board to come back to regular, land, and ride away. The main thing is just having fun and staying safe. So remember to work your way up to this stuff. Start from the bottom and work your way up, and progression will come slowly, but you just got to keep trying new tricks every day and pushing yourself just a tiny bit more every single time you go out.
Timothy Eddy here, and I'm going to show you how to do a front side 360 indie grab. Step one is going to be, you're going to want to come in at a comfortable speed to make it thoroughly down the landing, because you might shave a little speed with the rotation. And what I like to do is I like to come in a little bit on the left side of the jump, so then I can carve up and around to initiate the spin. So you're coming in, your legs are tight, you're really feeling it, You're gonna come a little heel edge, rotate a little bit, pop off your tail, boom, you're in the air, you're airborne. Look over your shoulder, follow it around, and then at about, I would say, 90 degrees, you're gonna wanna grab. You're gonna grab your snowboard. Make sure you get all 5 fingers on that snowboard. And when you do that, you can either tweak, you can either not tweak, depending upon what you wanna do. And you can grab anywhere on your snowboard, 360 degrees around. Keep looking over that shoulder. And then, when you're at about, I would say 270, that's when I start looking right through that hole right there, That's the one. Right through that leg. Check out your landing, make sure you're gonna make it to the sweet spot. And then at about 270, that's when you let go of that grab, finish that last 90 rotation, and then you put down that landing gear. You either want to land, most of the time, a little toe edge heavy or flat base. Because if you're coming around on your heels, that means you over-rotated a little bit. You can still land like that, that's fine, but it's gonna be a little more difficult because you're gonna be a little back seat. So a little bit on your toes, flat base, pointer, just sender. There you go.
Hey everybody, I'm Ryan Thompson. We're at Breckenridge, Colorado, Peak 8. And today in the park, I'll be teaching you guys how to do switch frontside 360s. It's a really nice day out, so hope you brought your sunglasses and sunscreen and various other sun protection. But yeah, hope you enjoy. So to do a switch frontside 360, you're gonna want to get comfortable going off of a jump and being in the air switch. So maybe practice a couple switch straight airs, that'll kind of get your body weight, stable in the air. And then once you kind of feel comfortable with that, gradually work up. So I guess the next thing would be a switch frontside 180. For the switch frontside 360, when you go into a jump switch, you're always going to want to remember to just, if I'm going switch, you want to keep your shoulders open and looking in the direction that you're going. A lot of people have the tendency when they're riding switch to kind of keep their shoulder closed because they're so used to riding normal. So you just always want to make a conscious effort to open up, and that might take a little bit getting used to because it might not be the most natural feeling. It's all basically in your shoulders and how you initiate the spin, because if you don't turn your shoulders, your feet are definitely not going to follow. I think if you're just starting to learn these like cab 360s, switch front side, you're gonna wanna start on a smaller jump to get the fundamentals of it right, because if you go right to a big jump, you know, that requires a lot more speed. And commitment to spinning the 360 is also maybe gonna be another problem if you just jump right into it on a bigger jump. Always remember, look where you're going, and then you can kind of play around. That was a half cab, you know, switch front side 180. And then just put a little bit more pressure on your heels for a switch 3. There you have it.
Hey, what's up? It's JP. Got a little quarter pipe action going on here. We're gonna show you guys how to do some hand plants. Check it. Alright, the first thing you need is something to do your hand plant on. Straight up and down quarter pipe is definitely the best feature because that allows you to go straight up the wall, flat base, like not on any edges or anything. And a quarter pipe with a little bit of vert is going to help you pop your board up over your head and help you get inverted. The mistake people kind of make is they go up to do a hand plant and they kind of like lunge forward and reach out for like the deck or the coping. But what you want to do is you want to do this like kind of reverse cartwheel and put your hand down like right where you took off or as close to your tail as possible, because that's going to help you like have your arm directly underneath you so you can like crank it up. You don't want like any of this stuff where you're like reaching for it anywhere. So that's like super key. Like get your hand like right where your tail was, and you're going to need to like snap yourself. Maybe the first time you don't like go right to the very top to do it. Maybe like do it a couple feet underneath the lip or something. But if you want to go for it on the top, you basically need enough speed to get yourself up there. Maybe to do like a 2.5 foot little air is kind of how you judge your speed. From there, if you're starting to feel it, you want to try to go for the grab. And backside grab is probably like the easiest grab to help you get it like nice and upside down. You're gonna be looking like straight down at the coping. Don't panic or anything, it's totally fine. Like people think they gotta have like some huge like upper body strength to do this, but it's like, it's all kind of just real quick and mellow. There's no real pressure on your arm or anything. So you're just gonna pop up, kind of set your hand down, just look down at the coping between your feet, and then just kind of like pull yourself back into the tranny so you don't catch your toes on the deck or anything. Kind of like, you know, just kind of like force yourself back into the tranny and just ride down. That's it. Start small on little features and just visualize yourself doing it and do it over and over, and it'll happen.
Yo, what's up? This is Aaron Bittner. We're here at Park City in Utah. I'm going to show you a frontside 3 nose tap on a barrel. Well, first of all, I'm assuming you guys already know how to do a frontside 3. So now, of course, you're going to want to approach probably with enough speed to at least 3 over it first of all. Maybe do that a couple times just to get used to it. And then once you've got that, ease into the tap, maybe off to the side first, not so big, just tap your nose and let it swing around. It's like kind of S into it and be really on my heels when I'm popping off, just so I can put it up into the back seat more and have my board vertical and really get the nose out there to tap hard. Most of all, when you're doing this, you want to kind of stall out, like stall your 180, and once you tap, let that bring you around to 3 again. If you really slam into the barrel, it's going to pitch you. If you like slam your front foot into it or something, then it's going to pitch you off really weird. You want to be basically like in the air far enough and just want to poke it out. Once you're in the air and you tap it, it's going to set you back straight for your 3 again, and you'll be able to come bring it around. Learn this on little things. Tap little pieces of snow, little snow mounds and ice chunks, and pop over some ropes and tap some bamboo sticks, whatever you can find. Just tap it all. Have fun with it. Tap, tap, tap. Do whatever you want. Have fun. Don't let people tell you what's cool all the time and what to do, because it just doesn't get to be that fun after a while. You got to do it for yourself.